Hey there, Kyle Souza here with TalkingGeek.com. Trying something a little different because I'm going to be talking about something a little different. Normally, I'm talking about geeky things, nerdy things, pop culture things, superheroes, Star Wars, etc. But today, I want to talk to you about stocks, and stock market, and stock trading. Now, big disclaimer, I am not a professional stock trader. Part of why I'm making my video like this is because I want to clearly convey that I am not a professional. Professionals would not be talking to you like this while they drive on an errand. But I was talking with my friend Ryan Ray over at Outpost 23 and telling him about something I've been doing, and he's like, hey, maybe you should share this with people. And so I'm happy to not give financial advice, not tell you what to do, tell you what I've been doing, and tell you what I am currently doing. So over the last 10.5 months, I have more than doubled my money in the stock market. I started with a $7 purchase on April 30th of 2020, and I, since then, with an initial investment of $4,000, though not all $4,000 at any point was invested, but I put $4,000 in that account, and the net value of that account, or gross value of the account, I'm not even sure of the words, right? That's how not professional I am. Anyways, that money is now worth $9,400, actually a little bit over that, over $9,400. And so that's almost 2.5 times the money, and that is from, like I said, April 30th of 2020 to now. Today is March 12th, 2021. And I did that through a custom algorithm that I've been working on and off, there we go, for a few years, and some swing trading. I don't sit there during the day doing this. I can't do that. I got other things going on. I got a job. I got a family. I've got other things that I'm more interested in. And I did it through swing trading of penny stocks. Okay? So if you're interested in that, if you want to see how I doubled my money, or more than doubled my money, I'm going for a full 2.5 times my money in a year here. That's what I'm trying for now. But I'm going to set up a new brokerage account, and I'm going to start fresh. I'm going to try to replicate this experiment, see if I can do it again. So if you want to watch that journey happen and anything you can learn or garner from it, enjoy. Hopefully it's not a cautionary tale for my own personal sake and for anyone who decides to follow in my footsteps or copy me in any capacity. I highly recommend talking to someone smarter than me at any point in time for about anything. I recommend people smarter than me. But if you got time to waste, watch away. So my first memory of stocks was a Spin City episode where Michael J. Fox's character was supposed to invest in some internet companies for one of his employees who didn't know how to invest in stocks, but he got some money from like a inheritance, and Michael J. Fox said he would do it, and the companies went real big, and Michael J. Fox had not invested the money, and then the bubble burst, right? This is at the time of the big dot-com burst, eBay, Amazon, all the big websites, right? And the stock trader, stock agent, stock guy that Michael J. Fox used is Jon Stewart, probably best known for his movie Half-Baked. And I'm just joking, it's the Daily Show guy. Come on, guys. Not the Green Lantern one, the Daily Show, Jon Stewart. Those are the two Jon Stewarts I know. Daily Show and Green Lantern. Not to be confused with Jimmy Stewart, a.k.a. Mr. Smith. Anywho. So that's my earliest stock memory. And then in middle school, like all the cool kids, I was in stock club and would read the newspaper, and they start you off with some fake money, like $100,000, something completely unrealistic for a 6th grader. And it's a little stock tracking application. You could, once a week, you met with the teacher who was into stocks, and a lot of times it was just me and him. There were like 2 other people officially in the club because I was so unpopular and did things that even the nerds didn't care to do. Anyways, and then so that's my early stock experience, and none of that really plays into what I'm doing now. So what I had been working on for the last probably 5 years off and on was an algorithm. I wanted to see, can I make a 25% gain every quarter? So that's what I was trying to figure out. I lowered my standard a little bit to making 20% within 90 days. So that's my goal, is to buy a stock, sell it for at least 20% more in 90 days or less. I don't always meet that goal. I have made mistakes. I have made bad bets. I have, had to hold on to things for longer than 90 days. And sometimes I have made less than 20%. But given all the mistakes, I still went from 4,000 to 9,400 from April 30th to March 12th. So there's that. So I did something right. I want to see if I can reproduce it. So like I said, I don't get on this every day. But for this purpose, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy very small amounts of these penny stocks, as much as I can, to do this experiment on a daily basis, because I have not invested in every suggestion that my algorithm has given me. So the algorithm gives me a few different points. It gives me a likelihood that I'm going to be able to get what I want out of a stock, and it gives me a couple different potential buy prices and sell prices, and each of those have a likelihood associated with it. And I have to sneeze, so I'm going to pause the video. Okay, I sneezed and drove a little bit, and so it gives me this like low, medium, high, and I generally want to buy at the medium price, and then it gives me a sell of low, medium, high, and I usually sell at the medium price, because I'm looking for at least a 50-50 chance. That's my goal. At least a 50-50 chance of making this money. Like I said, the 20% in 90 days or less. That's my goal. And I do very little research on these stocks. Most of them are stock warrants. They are all penny stocks. Well, at least most of them are penny stocks. There have been some times where I've bought stocks that do cost more than $1, usually less than $2. I have dabbled in some stocks that cost more than $2, and just to see if the algorithm would work, and it did. But these companies, I don't know what these companies. The majority of the time, I don't even know the name of the company. I know the symbol, I know the metrics, and I go for it. And sometimes the conventional wisdom would say, don't do that, Kyle. But I do it anyways, because I'm just that kind of opposite of risk averse. I'm a risk taker sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. So I go for it, and very small risk though, from a financial perspective, because I'm doing penny stocks. And I will go for it, and sometimes it pans out, and sometimes it doesn't. And then sometimes the conventional wisdom says do X, and I do Y, and X turned out to be a bad thing. That's the thing with stocks, is there's I think it's an average of 10% year over year. If you buy a good stock and you leave it there, you can expect your holdings to go up about 10% a year on average. And I wanted to beat that, right? I wanted to beat it a lot. I didn't want to just double it to 20% in a year. I wanted to get to 25% per quarter, because if I could increase 25% per quarter, that'd be 200%. But really, because of the way compounding works, you only have to go up 20% per quarter, and then it will be doubled. I think. Let me do that math real quick. Okay, I did it in my head, and it's close to doubled. Not exactly doubled, but it's close at just 20% gains quarterly, and so that's why I lowered my standard a little bit there. And I do like to go for the ones that are more sure. My algorithm just looks for at least a 50-50 chance. Now, 50-50 chance, you're like, Kyle, 50-50 chance? That's basically break even. Yeah, it is. So that's why I don't buy every single stock that my algorithm suggests. But I will explain a little bit about it as I'm doing it. So my goal, and I'm parked right now. I'm at the place that I'm going, so I'm parked. I am going to be explaining on a nightly basis. Here are the symbols suggested. Sometimes it's 0. Sometimes it says don't buy anything today. And then sometimes it gives me 30 of them that I should buy. And it gives me a buy point and a sell point. So it's never like, buy this right now. It says, based on what I'm seeing, I think if you can buy this stock at a certain price, that you'll be able to sell it at a certain price. And if there's only a 50% chance that the buy even executes, because I use limit orders, that's what I do. I put in 60-day limit orders. Then there's a lot of times that doesn't even get executed. Now, because I don't always go through, I generally stick to the ones that are 70% or higher chances in my algorithm, and it's worked out well, right? It's worked out well. But if it's got a 50% chance of dropping to the buy price and a 50% chance of, after dropping to the buy price, going to the sell price where I can make at least 20%, it's great. Now, some of them double. Some of them more than double in price. So there was one stock that I had that I bought at 17 cents a share. This one's one that I held on to for longer than I had hoped. Okay, but just want to tell you a little bit of a story about a mistake that I made that ended up turning out pretty good. So I bought this thing at 17 cents a share, and then it went up to 39 cents a share. You know, call me out, ENTXW, right? ENTWX? No, ENTXW. I think that was the symbol. I bought it at 17 cents a share, and it went up to like 36 cents a share, but I had the sell price at 47 cents a share. Okay, and it didn't hit that, so I didn't sell it within 60 days. I got that in August of 2020, I think. August, and so September, October, didn't sell. I looked at the numbers. I said, you know what? I still think it's got a good chance of going high. I set it to 45 cents. Okay, it did drop down a little bit. November, December came and went. It didn't sell. Okay. I looked again. 39 cents. That's what I thought the sell price would get to, or my algorithm thought the sell price would get to. January, February, it goes back. And then go back up. So I reevaluate it for March. I go back up to 45 cents because that's what my numbers are telling me. And I'm saying, you know what? I'm just gonna risk it. I'm gonna try my algorithm. And it went up to over $1. Okay, but I sold it at 45 cents because I just put it in a buy order. I said, here's how much money I want to make. But I went from 17 cents a share to 45 cents a share. That's my point. That was a pretty good return on investment. Now, I could have held on to it longer. You could put in stop orders and all sorts of stuff. That's up to you guys. Again, I'm not giving you advice. I'm telling you what I have done and what I'm doing and what I'm going to continue to do. I'm just going to see, can I replicate the success, albeit on a small scale, right? $5,400 is fantastic. Love it. More than 100% return on investment, right? But that's not like life-changing money for the rest of my life. It's great to have. Love it. But not love it. I like it. Money's a means to an end for me, right? But it's not like I can go retire on that. But my thought is, well, maybe I can just keep growing it and growing and growing it. Or if this breaks down at some point, I could take that money and move it into a long-term investment that pays quarterly dividends or yearly dividends or even monthly dividends. There's some out there, or some funds instead of straight stocks, and I don't even know all the words. So if you want to hear what some guy on the internet did with his stocks and what he's going to continue to do to see if it works again, see if this algorithm is as good as I am hoping it is, right? Like I worked on it. I'd like it to be good just because I like work that I do to be good work. follow along. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank Ryan Ray for telling me to put this out there. Again, he's over at Outpost 23. Share this with people, whether you just be like, look at this fool. Go ahead. You can call me names. I'm okay with that. I've been used to it. Again, stock club nerd. Not the most popular kid in school. But, you can do that. You can follow me on YouTube. I'll be sharing it to Twitter also, at the Kyle Souza on Twitter. I'll try to put all these videos into their own playlist on my YouTube channel. And basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down every night and tell you what I am looking at purchasing, what price I'm going to sell it at or buy it at or try to buy it at. I just put in an order to buy, right? It doesn't mean that actually guaranteed executes. Going to tell you what I'm putting an order in and how much I'm putting it in for to buy and how much I am planning to sell it at. And then I am going to tell you what buy orders execute and what sell orders execute each day. And I expect there to be a lot of days with zero news, because that's how my life has been. There have been a lot of days with zero news over the last 10.5 months. But I am going to do this on more stocks than I have before, but smaller amounts. I mean, I may be buying like one share of a 13-cent stock just to test it, because it's less about the dollar amounts and more about the percentages. And that's really what this is based on, is the percentages. So that's what I'm trying to do. So anyways, I've blabbed on long enough. I can't even talk straight. My name's Kyle Souza. My blog's talkinggeek.com. Thank you for watching this YouTube video. Please subscribe, comment. Feel free to tell me I'm being stupid. And I look forward to seeing you on another one of these videos. I probably won't be in my car next time.